Stress fractures are an interesting condition, especially when we compare them to an acute fracture where there's an injury which has caused the bone to bend and then break. Stress fractures tend to be, or are, a more gradual onset where there's repetitive motion, there's repetitive strain applied to a bone which causes it to then break down. So there's an imbalance in terms of stresses and strains applied to that bone and then the bone's ability to heal. And so what happens is it's breaking down faster than it can heal, and so we end up with a stress fracture in that bone. It's very important to get onto these in terms of we need to treat them in an effective way to prevent that stress. What we'll do is if you do have something like this show up, it can show up as being just a general pain in the foot, which can be almost so much so that you can't load it, you can't put weight on that foot. Often we'll probably put you in a boot first up, so looking at a moon boot or a camp boot, something like this. And an X-ray is going to be important in terms of diagnosing this as well. We need to see to make sure the bone lines are all sound, and we may even need to get further imaging, so something like an MRI might be required also. And so we need to look at the way that you're walking, which is what podiatry does a lot of the time. We're very interested in the movements you make and how those movements and the forces that those movements make affect the feet. So often what we'll be doing is looking at why those areas were stressed, and usually we want to be developing an orthotic for you as well. So that's something that you can wear in your shoe, which is then going to adjust how that foot loads to then reduce that excessive strain on those areas. And that's really our goal in terms of long-term prevention of these issues.